Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Chubbs Reviews, where I bring a review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today, we're talking about another Marvel movie coming up on the end of our Marvel movies. Um, I wouldn't say I'm getting too burned out on watching the Marvel movies, but I'm getting burned out on doing the Marvel reviews. I would like to still do movie reviews, but talk about other movies that aren't Marvel, because I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself in these movie reviews. Marvel movies are kind of similar to a point, but we're coming up on the final like four or five, and they're all very unique and exciting and exciting to watch and exciting to talk about. So today we're talking about Thor Ragnarok, the third Thor movie. I mean, recently we've had the first Spider-Man, the first Black Panther, the first Doctor Strange, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, rest Wakanda forever. Anyway, but now we have one of our mainline heroes from before, his third final movie, and what a different tone and type of movie it is from his previous two, from Thor 1 and Thor the Dark World. I just want to start by saying, too, Thor the Dark World gets a lot of hate. Oh, that was my PlayStation beeping. Thor the Dark World gets a lot of hate. It's not a perfect movie. The villain is very boring and unmemorable. But I think the movie has some great low-key Thor moments and is good enough to watch. I don't think it deserves all the hate it gets. But anyway, that said, Thor Ragnarok is way better than Thor the Dark World, even though I gave that one an 8. This one is, not going to be like a 10 or anything, but it is better than the Dark World. It's just a different tone of shift, or shift of tone, or whatever you want to say. The movie is funny, exciting. Thor is way more likable, and I mean the plot itself. I am going to talk about some spoilers, but not much because I don't know. This is gonna be a short, sweet review. Thor basically is on his search for the gemstones. I'm pretty sure that not the gemstones, the gems for the gauntlets. I don't know why I can't remember them, but the highlights of this movie, man, is Thor going to this one planet. I forget what it's called. I should know the name, but basically take the movie Planet Hulk or the story of Planet Hulk and mix that into where Thor is. So Thor goes to this planet. Hela is the main villain. I forgot. First, they introduce Hela, which is Thor and Loki's sister, the firstborn of Odin. And she like comes back after Odin passes away. Rip. Finally, I mean, after 3 movies, I thought they fake his death in like 1 and 2, or like at least 10, or foreshadow it anyway. But Hela comes, destroys Thor hammer like just with her hands, just destroys it, destroys Meow Meow, and Loki and Thor end up on this other planet. But they're separated, um, and tossed into this like battle arena. Basically, at least Thor is, to be like a gladiator. And when he's there, he ends up meeting the Hulk as his opponent, the fully fleshed out like full Hulk, and he's like talking, and he's like saying, he's not like saying big sentences, but he's saying, you small brain, you hit hard, you hit small, stuff like that, just like one word sentences. There's like a hair on my nose, it's itchy. Um, but yeah, you got the Hulk talking a little bit. I love this type of Hulk. It's my favorite Hulk ever. When he can just kind of talk, he can communicate, but he's still Hulk smash, still wants to break stuff. Hulk and Thor have a phenomenal fight in this movie, and they have great back and forths about who's the stronger Avenger, and then even with when Bruce when he turns back down into Bruce later on, and they have to get out of there. Uh, they don't really touch too much on Bruce and Black Widow. I wonder if they will in the Avengers movies, but I just feel like that whole love thing was wasted and not really. It was kind of pointless. Uh, but this is a Thor movie, so we'll talk more about Thor. Uh, in the beginning of the movie, there's an awesome fight with him against Surtur, which is this giant fire giant, basically, and he defeats it. But basically, by the end of the movie, he has to put it in the internal flame and destroy all of Asgard. It's Ragnarok, so Ragnarok does get fulfilled, and Surtur, which is the fire giant, takes Hela along with all of Asgard. But Thor ends up getting all of his people off, pretty much, not all, but some of his people off, and Odin says Asgard's not a place, it's a people. So Thor's basically got to relocate all of his Asgardians. So many people died in this movie, though. Not so many people, but like Heimdall is no longer with us. Loki's still alive, and yeah, it was a really funny movie. I didn't give too many like direct quotes of what was so funny. I mean, what was his name? Krog, or you know, Krog or Glog. I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot his name. But you know that rock guy that's in Thor's cell with him when he first gets put in the Gladiator stuff. So it was just really cool to see the Hulk and Thor in his own in their movies like together, because Hulk does not get his own movie except for you know, the one with a different actor, which that's cool. But I would like him to get more solo movies, and especially with the actor we have now. But no, we just didn't get that. But we got this really cool Thor. Thor does cut his hair. He just acts completely different. It is a completely different feeling Thor movie. If you look at Thor 1 and Thor 3, and even Thor 2 is even darker and kind of different than Thor 1. Like, they're all very, it's the most inconsistent 3 movies, but I like them all, actually, like, for their own reasons. Thor 1 actually being my least favorite. And this being by far one of my favorite movies in the entire MCU. Even though I'm not very detailed at talking about it right now, I'm very tired. Like I said, kind of burnt out on these Marvel reviews. But there's not that many left, so I'm going to keep them coming. I think when the Avengers come up here soon, Endgame and Infinity War, I'm going to be back on it. I'm also playing a Batman game, so I'm super into superheroes right now. And yeah, it's just a lot to take in. But yeah, Thor Ragnarok was fun. Thor got a new hammer. Hammer? Axe? Didn't he get a new axe? I don't remember if he got a new axe, actually. I don't think he did. He's just Thor with Oh yeah, he lost his eye. I forgot about that too. Yeah, he has an eye patch now, which is cool. He's just like his father, you know, more of that stuff. I thought they were gonna do some twist with like Loki being Hela's father or some weird shit like that, because that's how it is in actual Norse mythology or something. But nope, none of that. Even Hela has like the same green cape as Loki, and she tells Thor and Loki to bow to her, which is exactly what Loki does, or kneel, which is exactly what Loki does in the first Avengers. So I thought for sure they were gonna like be like, oh, she's related. I guess she is related to Loki, but you know, it was just interesting to take on the whole Ragnarok aspect of things going on, along with involving the Planet Hulk storyline, which with its changes, you know, instead of the Red Sun people from Planet Hulk, it's just, I think its name is like the game show runner. I don't know. It's Jeff Goldberg or whatever. The actor, you know, I can't remember names anymore. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My final verdict on this, you guys should know, everyone loves this movie. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. It's not perfect. It doesn't have the weight of, I mean, it does have a lot of weight to it, but it doesn't, you know, feel overwhelming, but it does feel challenging, different. I do like Hela as a villain. She's kind of emo looking and cringy looking, but she is interesting and terrifying. She's actually, you know, you can feel her strength in a sense. Thor has actually got a worthy opponent here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.